Lesson 330. I will not hurt myself again today.
Hi there. Have you ever considered that we might be the ones who hurt ourselves the most in our lives? Do you wonder how your life could change if you stopped consciously or unconsciously sabotaging yourself? Let's see if Lesson 330 can shed some light on this.
I will not hurt myself again today. I will not hurt myself again today. Let us this day accept forgiveness as our only function. Why should we attack our minds and give them images of pain? Why should we teach them they are powerless when God holds out His power and His love and bids them take what is already theirs? The mind that is made willing to accept God's gifts has been restored to spirit, and extends its freedom and its joy, as is the will of God united with its own. The self which God created cannot sin, and therefore cannot suffer. Let us choose today that He be our identity, and thus escape forever from all things the dream of fear appears to offer us.
Father, your Son cannot be hurt. And if we think we suffer, we but fail to know our one identity we share with you. We would return to it today, to be made free forever from all our mistakes, and to be saved from what we thought we were.
In other words, A Course in Miracles emphasizes that we are always faced with a choice between the world of illusions and the world revealed by the Holy Spirit, between identifying with our ego or our true self, and between succumbing to fear or surrendering to love. Only one of these choices will bring us peace and fulfillment. The other will keep us trapped in pain, fear, and the illusion of a meaningless world that we believe we see with our eyes, but in reality, is merely the result of our projections. Today's lesson serves as another reminder of this choice we need to make every single moment, every holy instant. Whatever happens in our external environment, let's remember that we don't need to react automatically based on the patterns dictated by our mindset or emotions. We have the ability to tap into our inner quietness and stillness. From that place of peace, we can listen to our inner self and respond to any arising situation in a more mindful, wise, and effective manner. This is indeed the only way to foster a healthy response to the present moment. The alternative, even when external circumstances don't demand our attention, risks making us powerless slaves to negative thoughts, emotions, and fears that seem to randomly arise in our minds. The alternative is, in reality, a form of self-sabotage and self-harm. Here's an interesting aspect to consider. While we may not have control over the incessant thoughts that pop up unbidden in our minds, we do have a choice in how we respond to them. So, instead of trying to suppress or control unwanted thoughts, let's gently realign these thoughts towards love and forgiveness. This is something we can do whenever we notice we've strayed into fear or judgment. That's how we progress into a state of mind that is more aligned with love and peace. I think this passage is worth repeating. It may seem impossible to control every thought, but in fact, we don't have to. Instead, let's adopt a gentler and more patient approach. We commit to responding gently to these thoughts and realigning them with the thoughts inspired by the Holy Spirit. This is how we gradually shift our mindset to one of love, forgiveness, and peace. A mindset that also acknowledges the power of choice we have at every moment in how we respond to our thoughts.
I will not hurt myself again today.
I will not hurt myself again today.
I will not hurt myself again today.
What do you think of this approach? If it's true that we've allowed our ego to be in charge of our lives up until now, aren't you curious to discover where this shift in mindset will lead you? Continue with your practices morning and evening, and remind yourself of today's idea every hour. Whenever you sense that your ego might be taking control, pause for a moment. Evoke the teaching of today's lesson and silently repeat to yourself,
I will not hurt myself again today.
whether you notice it or not, you're doing great. See you tomorrow for another powerful lesson, and for the introduction to a new section of A Course in Miracles. One final note, With today's lesson, we've concluded the section titled What is Creation? If you've joined us recently, or if you would like a refresher, just click on the video link that will appear on your screen shortly. Quick note before you go. Let's take a moment to appreciate the generosity of those who have supported these videos. It's their contributions that make these daily lessons possible. Please consider joining them. And thank you for being a part of this community of miracle workers.
There's a lot of love behind these videos. If you enjoyed what you watched, please give it a like and leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. We have a new lesson every day.